Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss what a bourbon-themed game show would look like. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Bill Collin, Evan Neters, and Tim Swyatt.
Hey
everyone.
Hello. Hey, so yeah, we've got a good show today. All of our shows that we'll be recording tonight are written by Evan. How about that? He's getting writing credits. So they'll be on his IMDb soon. So
that's right. Thank God the strike is over.
Yeah. Someone put the Bourbon Daily podcast on IMDb. It wasn't me. I don't know how it got out there. And it's out there. It stars, according to IMDb, Steve Akeley and Miss Becca Sue. I assume Miss Becca Sue probably put it out there. So yes.
Well, I'm not there anymore. Okay.
There's no mention of McNew on there. I didn't do it. I don't know who did that. I mean,
is that one of those things anybody can get in there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like Wikipedia, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, we could have a lot of fun with that then.
Yeah, sure. we could get in there.
Get in there. Yeah. You can edit.
We're published on Urban Dictionary as well already. I mean, this is just really a thing.
Yeah.
All the internet self-published sites we will take over.
That's right.
We'll take over. Yeah. All right. Well, this one today is a bourbon-themed game show. That's the what we're looking at today. So we're just going to be throwing ideas out there, and we'll see. Maybe a Mark Goodman, Bill Todman production or whatever it was. We'll pick up on some of these ideas. I don't know if that's an old thing. I don't even know which game shows they were, but that was at the end of several of them back in the day. Not anymore. I've lost my crew here. I can't imagine what's happened to the audience listening in their cars right now. They're like, oh, fuck this show. I don't know what the guy's talking about.
I'm waiting to say no whammies.
Yeah, no
Wink
whammies.
Martindale. Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe. Sure.
Phil, help me out here, man. You said there's something you want to talk about. What is that?
Yeah, so we just put in our rearview mirror the 2020 Bourbon Burn.
Yes.
And I was there and you were there, and we had a nice small representation from the ABV network was there. I got to talk to a few guys who were there from it. Yeah. And I realized I have an anniversary pertinent to this very group of individuals. The burn marked my friendiversary with you, Steve.
Yes.
I met you 5 years ago for the very first time at the 2018 Bourbon Burn.
Yeah, how about that?
I have known you for 5 years, so I raised the glass when I got home to mark the Cinco Anniversario of our 5-year friendship.
Yes, yeah. Phil, I met him at the Burn. He was doing a presentation, and I liked it. I liked his approach. Yeah. So
and a beautiful relationship was born. And now I've done a gazillion podcasts, and I can't wait to do a gazillion more. So that was kind of, I hate to use the phrase life-changing, but that whole burn in 2018 changed my career trajectory a little bit.
It did.
So it's the first time I met Steve. Without Steve, I wouldn't have met all these other beautiful, wonderful people. So yeah. Cheers.
Speaking of milestones, that's a very cool milestone. McNew just had her 6-year anniversary. I saw it was on LinkedIn that she's been with the ABV Network 6 years.
Never checked it, but I knew it was October of 2016. 17. It's been 6 years. Steve,
It's been 6 years. Yeah. It was out there. I gave you the
The
congratulations.
LinkedIn can do the math. It's remarkable.
Yeah,
That's
LinkedIn
right.
knows. LinkedIn knows everything. So yeah. McNew's cutting it up. Is that really? Oh my God! It is.
I never get. I should probably look at that.
You probably should look at that.
She's
At some
open
point-
for hiring in 6 years with the ABV network. That's great.
Yeah.
Longest
So
time.
Phil, Phil, you had your milestone here, but you also forgot about the most important award that you've won here through the ABV network.
Oh, what's that?
And I don't know if it's been showered on you yet, but you were voted the person to receive a bag of dicks
Bag of
by
dicks.
all the ABV network personalities.
Fantastic. I was not aware. I've never been more proud of anything in
Yes,
life.
It's an
it was a
honor.
tough list.
Are these metaphorical? Does this
No,
really
you were
represent-
supposed to get
no.
dicks, but no one ever. We're too lazy to actually do anything, so everyone's going to send them to you. No one did.
We're too lazy to track down your property tax records to find your home address and send you a bag of gummy dicks.
Well, you could always ask for my address, and then I could
Sure.
explain to my
It wouldn't be as
9-year-old,
fun.
6-year-old what these are. That'd be a hoot and a half. Is this a bourbon roundtable? What ABV network?
It's a show. It's a show that's out there. It's a Bourbon Daily episode.
Great.
I don't know if we were mailing it in or if it was a normal show that went off the rails.
I don't
but
know.
we're sending everybody dicks.
Dicks in one half, really.
Yes.
I think it may have been a drunken one where it's like, let's do a 6 show. We got an idea. We got an
Break it down, everybody. Let's go.
You know
This
what?
is a great idea.
Let's do who should we send a bag of dicks? And then so we're like, oh yeah, this is great. Let's do it. Yeah.
Never one to turn down presents, so I will
A
say
very
thank you.
bad bracket challenge. We listed people out, and you were the winner.
You were the winner. You were
Yeah.
I
the winner.
learned in school to always be gracious when someone says they want to send you a bag of dicks, so I will say thank you very much.
Yeah. You know what it's like doing a drunken show, Phil. We did one
I
in
do.
New Orleans once. You were fucking lit, and
that was some
that one
other
never
guy.
aired though. That one didn't
No.
make it.
No, for the best. Select
It was
audiences
for the
only.
ages. Yes, thank
Yes.
God. Yeah. So it happens. It happens. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with McNew. McNew.
I'm going to start with some Russell's 10.
Russell's. Nothing.
We're going to talk over the cork pop, Steve.
Well, I mean, she did it too quick. I was
She
trying
did.
to set
She was
it up
quick
for
on the
her.
draw.
She was quick on the draw. That's her fault. I blame her. I blame her. Yeah. All right. Tim, what do you got?
I got a bottle of Planters Highlands.
Are you in a stadium now? I mean, the reverberation is.
He's very excited.
Yeah.
I'm working with my audio settings, so maybe it's
The
a little better if
luckiest
I back away.
man, alive.
You can buy your whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Let's try this one.
Well,
Nothing.
great, but I don't know if it was the microphone or the bottle.
Yeah. I don't know. So you've got the
Awful.
lead. It was one of your best cork pops ever, to be honest. So you've got the lead. Neaters is next. What do you got, Neaters?
Oh, I just got a little Heaven Hill bottled in bond.
Beautiful.
Oh!
That was a good one.
He downplays it. He's like, "Oh, I've just got
Was
this
the
brand
cork
new,
pop?
freshly
Did it say the
squeezed
word
out."
beautiful? I that's all I heard was the word beautiful. I think Tim still got the lead, actually.
Nope.
All right, I heard the cork pop.
Right.
I heard the cork
Say-
pop. He's got the lead.
Leader steps in with a brand new bottle again.
Oh yeah. Phil did talk over it, but it was loud enough. We still heard it. So
No, it
Go
was
ahead.
explosive.
Yeah, go ahead, Phil. You're next.
I spotted. You don't see these too often. The itty bitty 375 bottled Eagle Rare, which is adorable, in my local liquor store, so I picked it up. This is gonna be my best chance in these recordings to win because it's new. So here we go.
No, nothing.
Oh, what?
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
Nothing.
There was nothing there.
That's what
No.
that's to mine too.
It sounded great over here on this end.
Okay. Bakers.
Mm.
7. That was actually better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I'm not talking about in the realm of winning this thing, but it was not bad for a bottle that is definitely well loved. So
Looks super bassy.
yeah, Evan, you win, man. Cheers, gang.
everyone.
Well done, Eric.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about bourbon-themed game shows and what would be some ideas that would make that work. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. We're also sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop focuses exclusively on barrel picks. It's the job of owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot to seek out distilleries that are making the best whiskey in the world, taste through their barrels, and select the ones that are off-profile in the best way possible. They have high standards and refuse to allow anything into their store other than something they would be proud to have their name on. This leads to some really awkward conversations with distilleries that can't make it, but they do it for you, their customers. Learn more about what is going on at their St. Louis-based store by heading over to abvbarrelshop.com. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Practice session. Here we go.
What?
Just say it. It's recording. You don't have to press anything. Don't press it.
Can I get the words?
No. Go ahead, Joe.
Can I get the words?
No.
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are talking about what we are going to talk about on the Bourbon Daily.
Nailed it.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking bourbon-themed game shows.
Yes, we are. So, Evan, frame this out for a little bit. Give us an idea about your vision. I mean, because there's several ways you can do this. Is it a drinking competition? Is it just all bourbon-themed categories where it's a regular competition, but maybe they're also drinking bourbon as they go? Or are all the prizes bourbon? And maybe it's like the $64,000 pyramid, but it's bourbon. So as you go up, you're getting more valuable bottles. What are your thoughts here?
Well, to be honest, that's kind of the question. Is you could almost make it anything you want. Like I want to know what's your guys' idea for anything that has bourbon related, whether it's consuming it or anything about it.
Okay. I like that idea of the pyramid one, where it goes up. You answer a question, and boom, then you get a bottle of Buffalo Trace, and then you do another one. There's a Blanton's, and then another one after that. It's getting better and better. You get to you're keeping it's cumulative too, so you're keeping both of them, and then at some point you can either decide to stop or keep going all the way to the top of the period, which ends with a Michter's Celebration is the top of the line.
A Michter's Celebration is the criminal.
It's $5,000 bottle. $5,000 bottle. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't know of anything that's produced on any sort of regular basis that has a higher suggested retail than that.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
I love game shows, which probably should surprise no one.
You should be a host of a game show. I feel
nothing would suit me better. There was an old Price is Right game, and it was the yodeler. And if you got the prices wrong, he would yodel. And he'd go up the cliff, and you wouldn't want him to go over. I would love to see that with average consumers guessing the price of an average bottle of bourbon in the local store and how many dollars they're off. Over 3 bottles, the yodeler goes up, and if he doesn't go over, you get all those bottles. But if he goes over, everyone's lost, and they have to shatter the bottles in front of you on the floor.
Correct. They drain pour it all from you. Yeah.
One of my favorite pricing games, the Yodeler. There is probably another name for it, but we all know it as the Yodeler from The Price is Right.
Yodeler. Okay. Oddly, Phil's picture froze up there for a minute, but he was still able to talk just fine. It was yeah.
I think he was just staring dreamily into your eyes.
That could be.
That's what it was. You're in the Phil Collins trance.
Okay. When
Phil talks whiskey, everybody listens. So,
I like that. Get some business cards. Get some shirts.
Ooh.
There you go. Get some sponsorship dollars for our flagship whiskey. All right. I have two here for everyone. I've got lawn darts, but we're going to sharpen staves, and we're going to be using those and throwing them up in the air and doing crazy shit with that. And, of course, drinking's involved. That was the first thing off the top of my head. The second one, though, I actually put some time onto this one, about 3 minutes. A live Candyland game where people are rolling dice or doing something and they're moving forward. But I went through all the different Candyland characters and I was like, okay, what would make sense? Like Mr. Mint, I went with Old Crow.
Old Crow.
The Duke of Swirl was Angel's Envy. You know, Grandma Nut.
This is just perfect. You're going after a child's game that you're going to have bourbon. This can't. And there's no way. We'll have any issue with that. There, no one's going to lose.
King Candy has to be George T. Stack.
Wait, to be clear, the first names you're saying are actual names of the characters from Candyland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grandma Nut?
Grandma Nut.
Okay.
She ran the Nut House, and then she was canceled in the mid-'90s for not being appropriate.
Really?
But yes, the original Candyland had Grandma Nut.
Grandma Nut was canceled.
Yes. I went with Jim Beam on that one because of notable peanut flavors on
Just
that
think
one.
if they would have been like, we got Grandma Nut and the Nut House. We can't do it. We're going to have her run a whorehouse now. It's going to be, we're going to be playing Grandma Nut.
Well, here, this kind of makes sense. You've got Grandma Nut, then the next Grandma character is Grandma Gooey. So let's put some two and two together here. You got some sick son of a bitch writing this stuff.
Oh yeah, Grandma Gooey. Okay.
Yeah, Grandma Gooey went with Peerless. I substituted Grandma Gooey with Peerless for the famous Gooey butter cake pick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Gooey butter cake.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. McNew, any game show ideas?
Yeah, so I like trivia. So
my God, trivia!
I'll
take Bottle and Bond for 300.
No, shut up. So let me talk. So something like Jeopardy, but I like a punishment element too. So if you get the question wrong, you're taking a shot of Malort or Fireball. You got to get your questions right, or you're getting punished on my show. Which only ensures you're going to get more questions wrong.
Right.
But what happens if you get them right?
You win points. You win money.
You're winning, not money. You're winning bourbons, whether it's
good pours.
Phil, not money. No.
Why do I have like the first scene in Ghostbusters in my head when McNew's talking about this, where they have the guy and the girl tied up to the car battery and he's shocking them every time they guess the card wrong, and he finally gets it right, and he still shocks when the gum spits out. It's like you get a shot of Malort and a shot from a car battery.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
I also like big fans of Scrabble back in the day, the video game the game show Scrabble with Chuck Woolery and the Stoppers and Letters. So I don't know if you could mix up suburban brand
Scrabble?
names.
Okay.
Oh, it was a great game show. And then Classic Concentration with Alex Trebek, where they had video of a puzzle, like word grams you'd have to solve, like be all you can be, and it would be a B, and then it'd be like someone falling minus the F. And that'd be fun to do with different bourbon labels and names, like Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, but like a guy named Ken, and then someone being tucked into bed, and then a key. And does anyone remember Classic Concentration Mile Alone here?
No, I don't remember.
All right, forget your Mark Goodman Productions reference. Apparently, Classic Concentration.
Now you know how it feels, buddy.
The lesser Alex Trebek show, and you can win crappy cars. No one remembers this show. Oh,
no,
beautiful show. Due for a reboot. But anyway, they could do that with kind of like word.
What about Joker's Wild? Did you like that one?
No, I never quite got the plot of Joker.
Oh, I did, because when I was a kid, I wanted to go to Las Vegas. Our neighbors went to Las Vegas, and when they came back and described it, it sounded like the greatest place in the world. And then they have this show on, and they're playing like a slot machine thing. I wanted to I wanted to operate the machine, and then if you go there, it's probably...
It was a giant handle, right? The contestant pulled an oversized, massive handle.
Yeah, man, I wanted to do that.
And if three jokers come up, you win the...
Yeah. Joker, Lucky 100. Okay, all right, here we go.
I'm going to go into a cocoon tomorrow and watch the Game Show Network all day. I love game shows so much.
Me too. That's actually where this question came from.
Oh, okay. Evan, what's your favorite game show?
So, well,
Wheel of Fortune? He's a wheel watcher.
I am a wheel watcher. I do.
He's bringing down the age of the average viewer. That's right.
I enjoy the Celebrity Family Feud, specifically the celebrity one for some reason. I don't know why.
Steve Harvey is just awesome. I mean, that's why.
He's great.
Yeah. So
the questions with the innuendos, and then they prompt these people to say the first thing out of their mouth.
And then
they're
Steve
just
Harvey acts
spectacular.
like he's offended by saying, like, name the most fun thing to play with under your husband's belt, and then somebody will be like, his wiener, and Harvey will be like, oh my god,
shocking!
They just said that. It's just shit like that.
They set him up, but it's great every time.
Oh yeah,
it's a 19-year-old daughter. Then she looks at the mom, and the grandma's laughing and snickering, like, "Grandma, what are you doing?" Oh, the whole thing, it all cascades down. Beautiful.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for me, I would say a show like Deal or No Deal would be cool, with all different kinds of bottles in the cases up there, and you're picking.
Bum 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 bum. That's the Deal or No Deal thing.
Right.
My girlfriend, now wife, when we were together and we were dating, her Halloween costume. This shows you how long we've been dating because it was very in trend. She was a Deal or No Deal girl. Nice. We scoured the city and we got the right briefcase, and she wore a beautiful dress, and we put different prize amounts in there, and she got stopped everywhere she went. She was a Deal or No Deal girl.
What the hell are you talking about?
You don't know what Deal or No Deal is. Evan, were you with me on that?
What just happened here?
Who doesn't know who Deal or No Deal is?
I know what Deal or No Deal is, but that's how you got married or something? What? I got lost in that story.
Before I married my wife, when she was my girlfriend, one Halloween, she was dressed as a Deal or No Deal girl.
Okay.
What's to get lost in? It connects to Evan's show about liking Deal or No Deal.
Did everything line up for you?
The story seemed a lot longer than one Halloween. The story was a lot longer than one Halloween. My then girlfriend dressed up as.
We'll edit this part out. We'll just edit this part out.
Who was there? Was like at least one famous Deal or No Deal girl, right?
Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle. There you go.
Pretty freaking famous, and there's a few other ones.
Well, I said no. She's not famous. She's a half-ass actress who is into some fake royal family that is the dumbest goddamn thing I ever heard of in my life. I'll tell you what. I can't stand the royals. I can't stand the Kardashians. There's just people I can't stand in life. And I just want to get them off my internet. I want to have an internet that doesn't have anything about those people on there. And I'll subscribe to it. Is it $10 a month? I'll pay it.
Chelsea, they're all over it right now. I can't get away from it, and I'm very invested in this relationship.
What relationship? Taylor Swift. I want the internet that they're off there.
Taylor Swift
Taylor Swift on my internet.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much right now.
Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely
awful.
Terrible. Yeah.
Shame, and all those people coattailing off of Taylor.
Yeah.
What's happened to this show? Is there maybe the
game shows
things could be that annoy people on the ABV network and how fired up
you bring up something like that?
Points.
I
brought up Deal or No Deal. I answered your question about who's the famous Deal or No Deal girl. And you're
if you have to give a letter, and it's A to Z. A is the biggest celebrity in the world. Z is someone that people might have heard of, but what do you think Meghan Markle's celebrity? And I'm going to say, I'll start out. I say she's like V. She's probably about a V.
Based on people who know her or recognize her, A-. She's a very well-known celebrity.
A-. So A is the most famous person in the world.
Correct.
And she's an A-?
Correct.
Oh my God.
She married.
I think Angelina Jolie's got something to say about that.
Royal family.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Oh, well,
exactly. There you go.
She's got lowered to a B+ then. All right.
You don't even know.
I brought her down.
You say Vanna White. That's an A in Evans.
Out of the whole alphabet, I brought her down to a B.
Yeah, you brought her down to a B.
It's a weighted average.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, back to game shows. What about Switch? Anybody ever seen that one?
There's no such thing as that.
No idea.
They just made that up.
It's on the Game Show
Network.
Network.
Ryan Reynolds movie or Adam Sandler movie?
Is it a newer show, Evan?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but I'm not up on the best of the new shows.
It's an easy watcher. It's something they just put on in the background. But it's like, so there's 5 podiums. Yeah, she's yawning already.
I know.
Show number 1.
We had a complaint
phone.
about McNew this week at the bar. Yes, McNew very engaged when you're talking about her and what's going on in her life. If the topic veers at all, when it's not centered around McNew, she checks out. She's might as well be reading a book. Yeah.
This is very true in real life also, and I'm like, shit, I'm an asshole. I realized this the other week.
That was brought up. I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna watch for that tonight. It took what 4 minutes to be like, oh yeah, that person was right. That person was right.
So,
there you go. McNew's given me the sign to wrap it up.
That's
this
it.
one is
Doesn't matter.
The indicator.
Evan, great topic. I could talk about this all day. I hope we do this one again.
I love
a
it.
show about me next, please.
Well done.
I would love to talk more game shows. That's phenomenal.
Great. Me too.
How we didn't land on Press Your Luck as being an option is beyond me.
The middle of the show.
I'll tell you what, if they do a bourbon game show, here's the only thing I'm going to say about it. Phil Collins should be the host for sure. 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
No,
He should be.
I agree.
I'll be like the announcer.
Should be Phil.
You guys can do like a co-host type thing.
No, a Family Feud would be fun if you got different distillery staff in there. Like,
that would be great.
Yes, now we're talking.
That would be awesome.
That would be good.
Yeah.
It
Ready
seems
Know
like
and
they'd
the
be very
Jim Beam
competitive.
people versus that's a great idea.
How about
Imagine
Beam versus
Neely's on
Beam?
there.
Get Steve Beam and the whole Limestone Branch crew in there.
Okay.
Family versus family. Then throw the
Henderson
dance
family.
in there too as well.
The dance.
Get them rolling in.
No, it's the dance versus the Shapiros.
There it is.
What the fuck is this?
It'd be like Ron Burgundy when all the news crews come together and they get into a huge fight.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Evan, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me starting a bourbon-themed game show with Phil and on Facebook at Evan Neaters.
All right. Tim.
You can find me waiting for that bourbon-themed game show to start with Evan and Phil on the mic with his silky voice. On Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
Has anybody been watching Bourbon Reminiscing? The
Yes.
hot TV show we put out there on YouTube.
I have.
It's
And
fantastic.
they're so good.
We
It is
should do a
fantastic.
game show based on that show. It got put aside. I hadn't watched it in 5 years, and it's fantastic.
I didn't know it was on
How you
YouTube.
don't
I
have
thought
an
it was still-
impersonating show?
It's not.
One
that?
show episode is the best Bronner impersonator. The best
Yes.
Fonzie impersonator, the best McNew impersonator, and Steve, no, you can't enter. Because we can't tell if it's McNew or you talking anymore.
That's
It's
true.
amazing.
That's true. Yeah. That's a complaint we got too. That they don't know who's doing what. It's just they can't see, and it's just when I'm doing McNew's voice, they don't know who's who there. So yeah.
Very confusing.
It's very confusing.
A lot of people coming to the ABV Network shop to complain. The ABV
Oh
Network
yeah,
girls
well,
don't
that's
complain.
what are you going to do? That's where they have access to me, so
Yeah.
that's where they're going to come in. Phil, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter postulating if Max Shapiro would be any good on a Family Feud panel with the rest of his family. On Twitter at Derby City Phil, and on Instagram also posting pictures of distillers on Family Feud at Derby City Phil.
Do you think the bourbon people could be baited into some of the topics where they work blue, like they do, like they're going for? Like
Some of them.
You think some of them would do that? They would
Some
be
of them,
like,
I think, like Campbell Brown from Brown Foreman would show up, have no idea what the show is, and be like, "What have I done? How am I supposed to answer this? Are you kidding me? Where's my lawyer? How do I get out of here?" I thought I was going to talk about the fine quality of Jack Daniels and Old Forester, but they're all just penis jokes.
That's your best impression you've ever done. Your Campbell Brown's fantastic, Phil.
Campbell Brown, when he finds himself unintentionally on a double entendre game show.
Who else does a Campbell Brown impression? Nobody. You own
Nobody.
this, man.
Who's the PR agent who set me up with this? They're getting fired.
I would watch that show. All right. McNew, how about you? Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. That's the one you got to check out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me. The ABV Barrel Shop. You never know who's going to be there. Heck, I was sitting around today, and who walks in? Jason Bronner.
Oh.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, everybody? Hello, I'm Jason Bronner.
I'm Bluegrass Bourbon Baron.
He never remembers that. Yeah, I'm the bourbon. No, I'm not. I'm the
redneck. No, I'm not anymore. No,
bluegrass, blue blood. I'm something.
Bourbon Bistro.
Check it out, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
See you, everyone.
See you, everyone.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some of the great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro is owned and operated by Russell Creed, who makes stills for the hobby distiller. He offers a one-stop shop for everything the at-home distiller needs. Whether it's a small, experimental stovetop still or something bigger you run outside, he has the still or parts you would have difficulty fabricating yourself if you were trying to build a DIY still project. Additionally, he has resources to assist in creating unique distilled spirits, including heirloom grains, barrels for aging, and recipes. Check out Russell's company online at moonshinestillpro.com. Finally, I have a question for you. Have you ever boxed a bear? Of course not. That'd be silly. Bears really don't follow the rules, so shots in the back of the head, punches to the nuts, and scrums after the bell would be the norm. A better idea would be to enjoy Boxing Bear Whiskey, a brand crafted by Nobleton's Distilling House in Union, Missouri, and sold exclusively at the ABV Barrel Shop in suburban St. Louis. This is a popular offering that sells out quickly, but when you're in town, stop by the ABV Barrel Shop and see if they have it in stock. Better yet, sign up for their email and text distribution over at abvbarrelshop.com and you'll know exactly when it is in stock. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.